Following the severe criticism of Taylor Swift and her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, as well as the Eagles celebration, Jason Kelce has now spoken out. Jason sent a heartfelt statement on his Facebook page, in which he addressed his critics, Travis, and admirers while crying. This is the whole text that Jason wrote. "Congratulations on winning SX to my old teammates, friends, and the Philadelphia Eagles. After gathering my thoughts, I'll try to convey the many feelings that occurred last night in the longest tweet ever. To be quite honest, I found the game strange to watch. I now understand what my parents went through 2 years ago, and I knew there would be conflicting feelings before, during, and after. There are a lot of individuals, teammates, and coaches in the Philadelphia Eagles organization who I hold in the highest regard, many of whom I owe my own professional success to. On the one hand, I wanted the best for my brother and to see him succeed. Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts, and the whole squad have my utmost admiration. They have shown themselves to be the greatest squad this season, endured tremendously, and provided outstanding responses to their detractors. In the NFL, it is very hard for a team to have enough coaching, skill, luck, and character to win a Super Bowl. This Eagles squad swagger and spirit were a sight to see, a perfect example of the grit and tenacity that define Philadelphia. Guys, good job. Excellent work. There is no one I love or care about more than my brother. Processing these emotions has not been easy. Naturally, I have sympathy for him and constantly support him, but I am aware that he does not want or desire my sympathy. He and his squad have achieved grandeur that few people on this earth could ever hope to achieve, and they should be proud of what they have accomplished both this season and in the past. I am aware that they are still dwelling on the events of the previous game and last night, but that will pass, and their collective brilliance will continue to rank among the most illustrious periods in football history. Man, I adore this sport, its participants, and its supporters. There's nothing like it. Philadelphia, congratulations. I'm excited for the speeches and festivities that will take place in the days ahead. Who doesn't like a parade, after all? To all the naysayers out there, keep in mind what my buddy JJ said. Go Birds, in the words of Chase Utley, world champs. Before Super Bowl 59, Jason Kelce had to make a tough choice between his old club, the Philadelphia Eagles, and his younger brother, Travis Kelce's Kansas City Chiefs. Despite playing for the Eagles for all 13 of his seasons, Kelce said before to the game that his brother was his true love. Jason, who co-hosts the New Heights podcast with Travis, said, "Even though I'm decked out in Eagles gear, I'm always going to root for Travis. But there's a lot of people in the Philadelphia organization, players, coaches, and people in the building that feel like extended family to me, especially my former linemen." However, after Philadelphia's resounding 40-22 victory against the Chiefs, his affiliation with the Eagles caused criticism, especially because of the way some Eagles supporters treated Taylor Swift's Philadelphia supporters. Videos of their boisterous celebrations after their second Super Bowl triumph, which included disrespectful gestures against Taylor Swift, who was there to cheer for Travis Kelce, went viral online. Jason Kelce received a barrage of criticism when the video went viral, with supporters calling on him to defend the actions of the Eagles fan base. One person asked, "Can you explain this fan base in NH?" Jason Kelce, "This your people?" said another. Another incident that infuriated Swift's fan base was when the Jumbotron cameras focused on her during the game, causing her to be jeered inside the Superdome. Jason Kelce has not publicly addressed the criticism of Eagles supporters' conduct or Swift's treatment, despite the growing pressure on social media. Some contend that Kelce shouldn't be held accountable for the deeds of a whole fan base, while others feel that he should support Swift and denounce the behavior of certain supporters. However, Jason has done it several times, and yesterday was no different. A list of some of the available Super Bowl prop bets from BetOnline was released by TMZ this past weekend. According to them, it would be far more enjoyable to wager on boobs than it would be to wager on the point spread or over-under. Interestingly, this also mentioned the likelihood that Taylor Swift bra would be seen and that Donna Kelce would display cleavage. As should be expected, the prop bet, will Taylor Swift Donna Kelce show cleavage, was ratioed really fast. Jason Kelce, a former Eagles player and Donna's son, responded to this. "I will undoubtedly be the one to display cleavage." He said, "The bookmakers weren't prepared to accept that loss by placing that wager." Jason Kelce came to the Caesars Superdome before of his brother's Super Bowl 59 debut and the presence of his previous club. Before kickoff, cameras saw the former center for the Philadelphia Eagles sitting in one of the suites inside the famous New Orleans stadium. His wife, Kelce, a devoted Philadelphia supporter who was rooting for the Eagles, was seated next to him. Jason said that he wasn't supporting any one side in this game on his New Heights podcast. Given that he was selected by the Eagles in the draft and spent 13 seasons playing for them, that decision might be startling. But given that his brother Travis is playing on the other team, that may make some sense. Jason said on the program, "I would be lying if I said I don't want the Eagles to win. I want Travis Kelce to win, but I also want them to. That's simply a fancy way of expressing, I just want to watch a good football game, and I'm going to be happy for that guy whoever wins." However, it's probable that Kylie lacks her husband's diplomatic skills. She has refused to wear the uniform of another team in previous years, being loyal to her birds wherever she travels. The Philadelphia fans showered Kylie with praise for her persistent reluctance to wear Chiefs apparel despite her personal ties. Jason said she just does not want to do it on a previous episode of New Heights. "I've tried telling Kylie that we have family in the game," he said. "It's okay to support that team. The Eagles are not their opponent. You understand that this isn't a game versus the Eagles?" She just declines. Given that this is the most important game of the year, it's reasonable to presume that Kylie isn't dressed in either red or yellow. Jason wore a lot of Mardi Gras beads as accessories, although he seemed to be wearing something more understated. Fans are wondering whether Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who have been one of the most talked-about couples of the last year, are about to face their hardest test yet after a fast-paced courtship full of professional highs. The power couple is unexpectedly traversing unfamiliar ground, coping with setbacks on the grandest stages of their lives, after only knowing one another in the radiance of triumph. Travis, the great tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, lost badly in Sunday night's Super Bowl game, losing out on an unheard-of three-peat when the Philadelphia Eagles crushed them 40-22 in New Orleans. The typically powerful athlete found it difficult to create an impression with Taylor watching from the bleachers, and by the end of the game, he was clearly upset as he walked to the locker room. Moments later, Travis's ex-girlfriend Kayla Nicole was shown celebrating on the field with Eagles teammates, which only served to heighten the hurt. Additionally, Taylor didn't have the night she had hoped for. When some members of the audience inside the Superdome booed her loudly, she was shown on video looking perplexed. As her face went up on the Jumbotron, the pop diva, who was formerly an enthusiastic Eagles supporter before marrying Travis, seemed surprised by the audience's unfavorable response. The international celebrity, who had been fervently cheering Travis on all season, received an unexpected reaction. Taylor's career setback at the Grammys was just 1 week before to the Super Bowl defeat. It was generally anticipated that she will win Album of the Year for the Tortured Poets department this year, after her victory for Midnights in 2024. However, Beyoncé took home the award for Cowboy Carter when the time came, leaving Taylor to politely cheer from her seat. She had hoped to relive history just like Travis, but it was not meant to be. Fans are now wondering how these two celebrities would manage life when they are not at the top. The couple's winning run may be coming to an end, according to a TikTok video that went viral. In their relationship as well as their jobs, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are about to enter a new phase of their relationship because they have only been with each other when they have been winning, social media user Ollie King said in a video that has gone viral online. They both lost this year. He just lost the Super Bowl, and she lost Album of the Year. They must now be together in order to see that aspect. Observe Taylor Swift's shortcomings. View Travis Kelce's losing side. They only know one another as victors. They don't know one another as losers. Both Swifties and NFL fans have been discussing the concept of a loser phase in relationships, with many thinking that this may be a turning point for the pair. The relationship's honeymoon period is clearly ended, according to one fan's statement. It's time to accept one another for who they really are, another said, and it's especially hard on a man's ego when they lose, so it will be interesting to see if they survive this test in the relationship. Given that the NFL season is done, some even expect that Taylor and Travis will end their relationship. One commenter said, Taylor and Travis will definitely split up after the season. She isn't even seated next to Mama Kelce. Another added, incoming song about Travis. Now watch this offseason. Breaking Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce decide to split. How long do you think it'll be before Taylor and Travis announce their split? Was the only question posed by a third. Travis and Taylor have yet to respond to the rumors, but they still have a lot to be happy about in spite of their disappointments. Taylor's tour is breaking records all around the globe, and she will soon begin another round of shows. Travis, however, is still among the NFL's most successful tight ends, and given his skill and tenacity, it's doubtful that one poor performance will define his career. It's also important to note that the pair has been helping each other out all around the world for months. Since they announced their romance to the world in September 2023, Taylor has gone to 22 of Travis's 35 games. In response, Travis has made unexpected appearances on stage at Wembley Stadium last summer and has flown all across the United States and even Europe to see Taylor perform on her Eras tour.